Hi guys! So I'm currently reading this book, Atomic Habits, and this book is everywhere, and I don't know why it took me this long to actually pick up this book from the bookstore because now I understand why this is a bestseller. So there are a lot of actionable tips here that could really help you create habits that you want. So I thought this video would be a good opportunity for me to share one trick that I'm implementing in my life right now that would be beneficial for those of you who are trying to learn a new language or just getting better at English. So one of the best practices that I'm learning from this book that I'm currently doing is the 2-minute rule. So this practice basically says that when you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. So I think a lot of us can agree that one of the hardest things to do if you want to start a new habit is to start. So it's pretty easy to set goals like, I'm gonna start running 3 times a week this year. I'm gonna start uploading Instagram reels 3 to 4 times a week. I'm gonna start reading a new book and read 1 book a month. So it's pretty easy to set those big goals for yourself. But to just get started, it's a little bit hard to gain that momentum. So that's why with this 2-minute rule, the idea is to make it easy enough for you to start. So if you think about it, any habit that you're trying to pick up has a 2-minute version of it. For instance, instead of telling yourself, I'm gonna read an entire book, you think to yourself, I'm gonna read 1 page. I'm gonna go running 3 times a week. You can tell yourself, I'm gonna change into my clothing gear. I'm gonna study English 1 hour a day. I'm just gonna look at my favorite Instagram account in English and just scroll. And as for me, from a real life example that I implemented recently, is I kept telling myself, I'm gonna upload Instagram reel 3 to 4 times a week. But then, instead of doing that, I told myself, I'm just gonna look for a nice video in my phone gallery. So you get the idea, and this is very effective because in order for you to build a new habit, you wanna make it easy enough to start. You don't wanna make it too challenging, too hard to just get going. And you're probably thinking, but what's the point if I just put on my clothing gear and not run afterwards? And what's the point of just reading 1 page or just looking for a video in my phone gallery? Like, what's the point of just opening my TikTok and just looking through this meme in English? What's the point? So the point of this rule is not for you to make a lot of progress. The point is to just get in the habit of showing up. And once you stick with this consistency, you're gonna start building that trust with yourself. Hey, I can actually do it. I can actually do the things that I told myself to do because it's easy enough. Now it's actually time for me to go on bigger goals. And also, most of the time, once you get in the zone, once you put on that clothing gear, once you open 1 page of the book, or once I found a video on my phone gallery, it's easier for me to continue. It's easier for you to think, hey, I'm on my clothing gear anyway, let me just go out and run. It's easy for me, hey, I'm already reading 1 page and this is actually pretty fun, I'm gonna continue. So by making the initial process easy enough for you to start, it's gonna be easier for you to go on, to keep the ball rolling, to get the momentum, to stay in the flow. So whatever you call it these days. So for those of you language learners who's trying to make language learning a habit, English learning a habit, think to yourself, what is your 2-minute version of this habit that you're trying to pick up? You want to start reading an English book? Read just 1 page. You want to start watching movies with English subtitles? Then just use the subtitles for just 2 minutes. You want to get in the habit of speaking in English by yourself? Then just take out your camera, press record, and start talking for 2 minutes. You want to start collecting vocabulary from your favorite TV show? Then turn on your TV or your Netflix and just open the Notes app. So try to stick with this for the next 7 days. For 7 days, just commit to this 2-minute thing and see how you feel. You're probably thinking, 2 minutes, that's easy. I could totally go for 5 minutes. I could totally go for 10 minutes. So when you start feeling that way, that's when you know you've succeeded with this practice. So I hope you guys like this video and learned something from it, and I really hope that you can try to implement this tip in your life because I've implemented in my life and I'm already seeing some changes in my life. So it's really worth a try. So thank you so much, guys, for being here. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button and the like button for the algorithm, and I'll see you next week in another video. Until then, take care and bye-bye.